country.
Well, look at that. Marie-Louise is taking us on a cross-country trip. These are really cool. I'm excited to try these. Marie-Louise said she wanted me to try one before the show, and I said, no, I want to do it out here. This is kind of an alternate to chocolate.
Chocolate's going on a summer break.
Yeah, it's going to take a little summer vacation and get a little messy on the fingers as we talk about it during the summer. This is going to be a little bit of fruity, a little bit of nutty, all individually wrapped in these adorable little squares. This is from Liberty Orchards, and you were telling me earlier this is a company that's been doing this for about 100 years.
Yes.
You are getting 70 pieces here, $37.88. It's free shipping and handling.
Nice.
And everything for the weekend from kitchen and culinary, it's all on 4 easy payments or more, so you get it home for $9.47 a month. Not too bad. M63388. This is new this month, Marie-Louise.
It is. And
what are these all? Look at the box. I mean, even the box is beautiful.
Come with me. I'm taking you to the Pacific Northwest. This is actually a rendition of Liberty Orchards, where this whole business started and is still today in Kashmir, Washington, in full bloom. With their trees, their apple trees and their pear trees. 100 years ago, two friends came from the Near East looking for a better way of life in America, as many people did back in the day. They landed in this beautiful orchard. It was loaded with apples, and they didn't know what to do with the surplus. So they went back to an old world recipe, which some of you recognize as Turkish delight. And they took the apples, and they mixed them with fresh walnut meats and created the first candy. Now, to this day, same recipe, it's just that we're doing all kinds of fruit flavor combinations. Today, we are introducing this package some brand new flavors.
Well, and it's brand new this month. More than 1,000 of these have already been ordered, and we're talking 5 flavors, 14 of each one. So let's dive in, my friend.
Right down here in the front. So they chose the best combination. So you've got pear, you've got Washington pears and almonds, California almonds. Next to that, this is where it all began, Katie. These are called applets. The first candies that they created were their fresh apples, their tart, crispy apples with fresh walnut meats. Next to that is one of our newer flavors. This is going to be Boysenberry Hazelnut. And Boysenberry, if you will, is a cross between a raspberry, a blackberry, and a loganberry. Nice flavor there, yes. I've never had one.
Not familiar with a loganberry.
I can kind of get the idea by tasting the Boysenberry over here. Next to this one, I have been asking for a summer favorite. Think about taking that first bite of that juicy July peach and it's dripping down your face. So you've got the peach and the pecan come together. And then finally on the end, this is peanut butter and jelly in a candy. It is Concord grape and walnut.
And you don't have to choose. You are getting all of these flavors. It's 5 flavors, 14 of each. Each one, by the way, individually wrapped and each one labeled. So it's not like the mystery. You don't know what you're going to be grabbing.
Right.
Each one says exactly what it is. Perfect for on the go, perfect for those long car rides coming up, perfect for a little snack on the beach. But you know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking back to different fruit candies and I'm thinking back to like fruit treats that you had growing up. This is like the adult version. It looks so gourmet.
You asked me to describe what this is, and I said it's like a pillowy jelly candy with a crunchy nut meats into it. But what's really great about this is it starts with fruit juice, fruit concentrates, and fruit purees with the nuts. So if you taste a pear, you're getting pear. If you taste a peach, you're getting peach.
Look at that.
Then that little finish off, that little dusting of powdered sugar does 2 things. It rounds off the brightness of the fruit, and it also keeps it from sticking to the wrapper. That was ingenious. These are treats you could carry into the summer. I found one in the dashboard of my car this week. I was stuck in traffic. It was about 100 degrees getting into my car, and I was starving, and I found it, and it melted just enough, but it still peeled off the wrapper, and it was so good.
Well, and that was my question to you earlier. How are these going to work if we want to go to the beach? Because this is the season we're outside. This is the season that we're going to be sitting on the beach. We're going to be at the pool. You've got the big baseball and softball tournaments going on. These will hold up for us?
Yep, they'll be
All
perfect.
Right. Let's see.
You
Diving in
open
here
this
to the
up,
pear and the almond.
The experience really begins, and you can see this. Look at this. It is just loaded with nuts and just enough of all of that fruit flavor come together. And when you taste the 2 of them, when you open up the wrapper, I say you open up the wrapper and you get that first burst of that fruit fragrance. It's like, that's where your experience begins with these.
You open up the wrapper and get a little sugar on the fingers and you're like, oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is what I like. It's not that gummy fruity that sometimes, you know, you get the candy at the store and it's got the gummy. This is more of that, it almost melts in your mouth. and then you get a little crunch. You get the sweetness first, then you get the crunch of the nut, and then it's finished off with that wonderful little dusting of sugar. This is that perfect after dinner. When you just want a little something, this is all you need.
Especially in the summertime, I don't know, when it gets warm outside, a lot of us have a tendency to want to eat a little bit lighter, so you don't want heavy desserts and things, but you still want that little bit of something, and that's exactly what this is. This is how the box is presented. 70 pieces, 14 each of 5 different flavors, and it has a beautiful romance card in here. So if you give this perhaps as a housewarming gift over the holidays to somebody you might spend some time with this summer, everybody can find exactly what flavor corresponds with the card.
You know what else I like? This is different. And it's brand new this month. More than 1,000 have been ordered this month. We just added another 100 or so to that right now. You get to try it for the first easy payment of $9.47. If you love fruity and if you love crunchy, I think you will love this. And what I really like is, you know, maybe you're going to be doing your book club. Maybe it's going to be, you know, you've got the pool in the backyard and everybody comes over and hangs out. What a fun thing to just put on a tray, bring it outside, and it's just a little bit sweet, it's a little bit crunchy. And I want to try this Boysenberry Hazelnut.
It is just the load of fruit. Look
And
at
you
how
get a
this
lot of nuts in here too, by the way.
And these candies are soft and fresh and melty. They're made fresh at our factory out in Cashmere, Washington. We have a beautiful store out there. 80,000 people a year come through the store to see how these candies are made, because there's so much memory from people remembering the Turkish delight as children and pulling them apart.
Okay, the boysenberries are really good.
Isn't it good?
It's like blackberry and raspberry, and then you get a little bit of the hazelnut, and that hazelnut just kind of finishes it off so nicely. And then the sugar on top is almost like if you put like whipped cream on top of something. It's just a hint of sweetness. It's not overwhelming. It's not too gummy. It really melts in your mouth. And I'm eating these in little kind of bites to be polite on television, but I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure that you're just going to kind of break this in half, pop one half in, finish it, pop the other half in, and really that one is satisfying.
It's a nice
which
little,
is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little thing to have at your desk. It's a great little thing to put in the kids' lunches if they're going away to camp. You just want them to get a nice little hint of fruit going in here. But there truly is in this collection a flavor for everybody. Should I go through those one more time?
Yeah, let's do it again,
And we're
please.
going to start right up here. Let's go across with the little cross section so you can see. This one's going to be the pear and almonds. So you get 14 of the pear and almond. You get fresh Washington pears. It's California almonds. There you go.
Yummy.
Next to that, this is where it all began, the original. These are the apples from Washington State and the fresh walnut meats. And then next to that, the one Katie just enjoyed. This is going to be 3 different flavors come together with a boysenberry. So you get the flavor of blackberry, raspberry, and loganberry come together. Loganberry is actually indigenous to, I think, the Pacific Northwest out that way.
It's really good.
With that hazelnut in there. Next to that, this has really got to be the salute to summer. Who doesn't love a fresh, juicy summer peach? And this is married perfectly with the pecans that come from the down south of us, southeast. And then finally on the end, it's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a candy. This is going to be those big, plump, juicy Concord grapes and the crunchy walnut go together. So when you take a bite of that, it tastes like peanut butter and jelly.
You know what it is? For $9.47 a month for 4 months, they're almost like little itty bitty individual pies. You know how when you take a bite of like an apple pie or a cherry pie and you get that burst of flavor and then maybe like a little bit of crunch of the crust? That's kind of what happens in here, and it's just dusted beautifully with sugar. If you love a little sweet, if you love a little crunch, this is perfect for car rides. It's perfect, like you said, for your desk. Think about when the kids go to camp, do they need a snack? And then for those days on the beach when you just want something a little sweet, you don't want to wait for the ice cream man to come, and you don't want chocolate that's going to melt in your hand. Answer. And by the way, the box is beautiful, so
It
a
really
build to,
is.
ship to situation here if you want to gift it. Excellent idea. 5 flavors, 14 of each individually wrapped. Free shipping and handling, by the way, and 1,300 have now been picked up since we debuted it earlier this month.
Did you love it?
I
Are
loved
you
it.
glad you waited? It was exciting.
I'm glad I came to work today.
Yay! Thanks, Katie.
The only thing is I am on cold medicine, so I can't try our next item. So, Gabrielle, it's all you. I will say, we presented this a couple weeks ago. That Chardonnay is amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to try. All right, I'll have your share, Katie.
Thank you.
As we continue our 3-hour gourmet holiday extravaganza. So up next, we have a wine collection from Vintage